Pointer, Harden. Ooh, can't get it to fall. 0 for 6 now.
This guy has not been a factor at all in this quarter, and it has hurt the team.
Shot is good. Sampson.
That's 3 buckets in a row off assist.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
Shooting for LA.
And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Trailblazers.
Well, their length and anticipation reflected in their shot blocking totals, making the extra effort to close things out.
And the other thing that's working for them tonight, getting out into the open floor. A lot of the damage coming in transition.
Julius Randle's checked in for Portland. Kamara comes in for Avdia. And the basket by Nash. 15 points in the game.
Defensively, their effort hasn't been great early on.
Pass to Brown. Got a piece of it. Here's Kamari. Now the Blazers on the move. Uses the glass on the layup. And the Trailblazers lead by 12.
They've been very effective so far. A balanced attack at its best.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
McBride can't get it to go.
And they've come out with a fearless approach on the boards.
Pass to Kamari. And he bangs it home with one hand.
The offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
They have used their size and their strength to get off any shot they want. They've dominated on the interior.
Trailblazers lead by 14. Here's Sampson. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Personal foul.
Great job drawing the foul and almost converted the shot as well.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Taking 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. Howard's checked in for Portland. Anthony Simons comes in. Portland has gotten 5 of their 9 attempts from deep to go. We've got Scoot Henderson clinging out there with Denny Avdia. And it's Sampson in at the 4. That's the group for Portland starting the second. And so it's Leonard who brings up the ball for Los Angeles. They'll be playing host to New Orleans for their next one. It'll be a quick stopover at home before they have to get back out on the road. Pass to Sampson. Oh, it's stolen by Butler. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Los Angeles shooting their second and third shots at the line here. He's off on the first. You're a good person to ask this, Doris. Why do so many point guards turn into successful coaches?
Yeah, I think obviously, Brian, as a point guard, you're responsible for knowing every position on the floor, where they're supposed to be at all times. And you're also sort of thinking like a coach already. This person hasn't had a bucket in a while. How do I get them in a position to make them successful? So I think you're in control of so much as a point guard that it naturally translates to coaching.
Now here's McBride. Here's Randolph. Takes it inside. Nifty move. Basket's good. Randolph's got 5.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
Nash. Cash. He's 9 for 14 in the game.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, Rain Man in their last game against the Raptors had a huge game. He had 39 points, and as always, a lot of those points came in bunches of 3. He was such a difficult matchup in that one. We'll see how he follows it up tonight. Brian?
Thanks, Allie. Absolutely. He was a one-man show in that one, Grant.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same mentality tonight.
One of the things I like about this guy, he's able to up the intensity whenever needed, and players really feed off his energy.
Here's Nash. pass to Avdia. Releases. Another one falls for Portland.
And they're really rolling right now. That lead keeps getting bigger and bigger.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
Here's McBride after the basket by Portland. From behind the arc. That's good. And now he's 5 for 11 in this one.
This is as pure a shooter as there is. You've got to stay connected or it's a problem.
To the middle. And the basket by Nash. Nash has got 10 points now just in this quarter.
Their offense is really humming right now, and it's because of the beautiful ball distribution.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over.
Protecting the rim has to be their top objective right now.
And the question they're going to have to answer to me is it a problem with the scheme or is it a problem with the matchups?
There's fans in the building.
He's checked in for the Clippers. And for an idea of how the league is shaping up right now, take a look at these latest power rankings. You look at Detroit, they've risen to 3rd in the latest power rankings, playing well as of late.
You know, right now for Portland, they've proven time and time again this season that not only are they legit, but they could very well be the team to beat.
Now here's Butler. No points so far. Pass to Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
Boy, perfect execution in the pick and roll. Butler always a guy who's going to draw attention, and he makes the unselfish play.
Now well into his 30s. Is it fair to start wondering how many seasons Jimmy Butler has left, Grant?
Well, it's a fair question, B.A. But at the same time, Jimmy's hunger is just so different than everybody else's, which I could see helping prolong his career.
Now here's Leonard. A reliable offensive contributor, putting up almost 14 a game.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Here's Nash. And again for 3.
And with every triple, he comes closer to the single-season crown.
And you know he wants it. He's been drilling threes all season and is well within striking distance. And he's going for the lob. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
Man, did Zubac get off his feet in a hurry. What a finish.
Henderson, the pass to Nash. From outside, off the mark. The Clippers have gotten 4 of their first 9 shots to go here in the second. It's stolen by Henderson. Here's the break. Tries it from the top of the key. They get it back. Klingen's shot is off. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. Last game matched up with the Grizzlies. A tough loss there.
I really think that L has to fall on their defense, or a lack thereof. Just not enough focus at that end of the floor.
Well, the kind of low-energy effort they played with all night will make a coach absolutely crazy. You can't win if you don't play quality defense.
Portland has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the second. Here's Klingen. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity. Portland shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
Klingen shooting 1.
Here's Harden. No made baskets yet. Right wing. Here's McBride. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles.
He's lost his rhythm completely this quarter, but he's determined to stay after it.
And the basket by Nash.
Well, you love his effort level, right? Particularly when it's winning time. He is going for the finish.
And here's McBride. 9 points for him in his last game. Got a hand on it, and he's able to get it back. Using his post moves to get the 2 points. McBride's got 5 points now this quarter.
Boy, you have to be cognizant of where people are when the shot goes up. Defenders not blocking out in that instance.
And the basket by Nash.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Now here's Harden. Outside McBride. Lets a three fly. And Klingon pulls it down. Klingon's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Knocked loose. Zubac with the steal. Leonard inside. Defended by Henderson. Leonard can't get it to go. Portland has gone 3 of 4 from outside so far in the second quarter. Avdia from outside. And again, it's Portland with a 3.
Yes, looking to get better from deep. Denny Avdia just keep shooting, baby.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Butler passes to McBride. Low block shot. And they'll get another chance. Over to the wing. Second shot opportunity. And he wills that one in. Sinking it right through the back of the iron. McBride's got 17.
Now, Jimmy Butler has turned himself into a guy that can pick apart any defense you send in his direction. If he sees an opening, he will send it on time and on target.
Here's Sampson. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Raptors in Toronto.
And he was aggressive in how he played on the defensive side of the floor, notching 3 steals on the game.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
To me, this is simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long. That almost looked like bad communication.
So it's the Portland Trailblazers ahead by a mile with a 38-point lead at the end of the period. It had
88. The Clippers, 50. Fans, have a big round of applause for your Trailblazers youth dance team.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. The Clippers shooting just 38% for this game so far. Kicking off the second half, here's Ime Udoka's 5. We've got Butler. Miles McBride is out there with James Harden. Then there's Ivica Zubac. And it's Leonard in at the 3, the small forward. Henderson against Harden. Henderson scanning the floor. Here's Nash. It's good from about 19 feet. Nash has got 35.
Boy, the bucket's been 5 feet wide for him. He's dropping everything in.
Zubac finds Butler. To the wing on the left. McBride. No good on the triple.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
Pass to Klingon. Here's Nash. The 3 is up. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Butler's got rebound number 5 here tonight. 2 points. That one goes. McBride's got 19 points.
Jimmy Butler.
That's a really solid pass from Jimmy Butler. This guy all about making his teammates better.
Back to Henderson. Here's Nash. McBride covers. Shot is up. The Trailblazers rebound. Goes back up. Here's Klingon. And at last, they get one to fall. Klingon's got 9.
And this is exactly what he's capable of. He finds different ways to make an impact, this time on the offensive glass.
How about the hustle on display there? That kind of effort will earn respect from everyone.
And there's the foul. It's on Ivica Zubac. That's his first foul. And so it's Avdia with it. He brings it up for the Portland Trailblazers. They've only allowed 2 points so far in the second half. Offensive rebound. Buries it down low. Klingon's gotten 4 this quarter.
And attacking a somewhat helpless defense right now. Just a relentless effort.
Well, you love that there's no let-up in how they're playing. They want to dominate every aspect, including second-chance points.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Jimmy Butler's such an all-around player. He said, I don't need to be a 40-point. scorer, my role is to impact winning. I just control what I can control in the end, play the right way, stay aggressive, and do whatever it takes to get my team the win. And Brian, he is good at his job.
Well, playoff Jimmy is a real thing, whether he'll admit it or not. Leonard outside. Pass to McBride. Three-pointer.
Well, 2 long-range bombs in the first, but that's stalled out right now.
The ball's knocked loose. Lays it up and banks it in. Nash has got 37.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Out to the right wing. Takes the three. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. Inside. And he floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
And now almost all their points coming from the paint.
Avdia against Leonard. To the middle. Will it go? And it's slammed in by Zubac.
Well, Zubac's always around the rim. You love the quick strike there.
For Portland, they've gone 5 for 9 from the floor in the third quarter. Lets it go from deep. Gets the three to fall. Nash has got 42 in the game.
Knocks that one down. 4 triples for the night. 3 in the first half.
Outside McBride. Launches a three. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Klingen's. Henderson against Harden. Here's Nash. Again, the Trailblazers good for 2.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
And at this point, it is their game to lose. They've done such a good job building the lead.
Here's Leonard. There's the block. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Clippers will retain possession.
Clippers ball.
Butler on the wing. Still without a bucket. Leonard outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
Trailblazers foul. Simpson. First personal foul. First team foul.
Zubac passes to Leonard. Again with the block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Protecting the rim well. Love the hustle. Sampson got it. Good job in the low post. Sampson's got his 3rd bucket of the night. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Trailblazers.
Yeah, they've done a great job of challenging every shot they can. Their totals in the block column are a result of that aggression.
They've also been scoring on the break. With how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court, anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy ones, that's big time.
Everything is dropping for them. Just a terrific third period run.
And I think it's been all about their offensive efficiency, shooting the lights out in this quarter.
Trailblazers foul. Simpson. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
Outside McBride. Can they get it? It's good. Off the assist from Harden. Harden's got 3 assists now in this one.
Well, James Harden is equally good, passer or scorer. There he sets his teammate up nicely.
Nash misses. And so it's Butler who brings up the ball for Los Angeles. Outside McBride. Deflected. Here we go. Here's Nash. And he dunks it down.
That's just perfect execution. Nice job hustling, and as a result, he gets rewarded with the bucket.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
Butler taking his time here. Pass to McBride. Fires the three. It's hauled in by Sampson. Sampson's got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's Nash. Count it. Nash has got 15 points here in the second half.
All 5 guys are in sync. Their ball movement is flawless.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Here's McBride. They get the rebound. It's blocked. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Klingon. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Simon. We've got Henderson, and it's Sampson in at the 5, down low. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. And this is what the schedule looks like for Portland. On Friday, they'll go up against Stephen Curry and the Golden State Warriors. And then on Sunday, they'll begin a road trip starting in Utah, going up against the Jazz.
And looking at the Jazz matchup, it's the second game of a back-to-back. So you know there'll be some heavy legs out there. Playing that much basketball in that short amount of time really takes its toll on your body.
Portland has gone 4 of 8 from three-point land during the fourth. Howard, the pass to Nash. Oh, connects again.
My goodness, 50 for the game.
Just putting on a show. Here is Freeman Liberty. It's deflected. Now the Blazers moving it up. Here's Henderson. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
And there's Henderson, just so quick. I mean, he loves to get out and run.
Here is Freeman Liberty. And it's rejected. And they get it back. And here's Brown for 3. Knocks down the triple.
Always a bonus when points come from unlikely sources. And you can see this guy's been working on that shot.
Here's Nash. Henderson, the pass to Howard. It's Walker on the wing. Henderson outside. Pass to Sampson. Out left to the wing. Clock at 6. Shoots over Zubats. Shot is good. Sampson.
They're going old school out there now, working the mid-range part of the floor.
Now here's Brown. Walker covering. Brown no good. They've got a commanding lead.
It just seems like everything is going their way.
Henderson, the pass to Nash. Walker with it. Pass to Nash. Back to Walker. To the wing, right side. Henderson for 3. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
Oh, good 3-ball by Henderson. Now, this is the part of his game that he wants to keep developing.
Harden finds Beasley. Howard grabs the miss. The Trailblazers shooting very well. 66% for the game and looking really strong. Down low. Here's Sampson. That shot missing. Great D that time from Zubats. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter here in the fourth quarter. Harden can't hit.
He is just not taking smart shots out there, a pattern he has fallen into tonight.
And another dime for him.
That makes 15 assists.
He has been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Here is Freeman Liberty. Lets a floater go. Tipped. Hey, Grant, when you look at the mentality of today's players, what are the differences from back in your day?
Well, B.A., through the wonders of technology, players interacting more directly with their fans and telling their own stories. Also, there's a brotherhood. It's a bit more brotherly, with players on different teams more friendly than in days past. You know, I'm not sure how I feel about it.
Substitution on the court.
Julius Randle's checked in for Sampson. to snap the cold streak. Nice D from Henderson.
How many shots has he missed this quarter? Might be time to find offense elsewhere.
Here's Walker. It's deflected.
What a great defensive play by Ivica Zubac. This guy just gives you great effort defensively.
Clippers substitution, Jimmy Butler. Randolph.
To the left side wing. Pass to Nash. And here's Henderson. Here's Nash. He's guarded by Beasley. 4 on the clock. And we're going to have a jump ball.
Violation. Jump ball.
And the Clippers have possession. And it's Butler with the ball for the LA Clippers. Pass to Randolph. Puts up a 3. Second chance effort. Randall pulls down the board. Randall's got his 8th rebound here tonight. To the inside. And it's Randall with the jam.
Wow, excellent explosion off his feet by Julius Randle.
And for Los Angeles, they're shooting just 31% in today's game. Not great. Randolph passes to Beasley. And the three-pointer goes.
Beasley.
I'll tell you, individually, he is doing all he can. But right now, somebody's got to step in and support this guy.
Outside Walker. And you see player training methods, Grant, a lot more than just running and getting shots up.
And you know, B.A., what interests me, players not just training their bodies better than ever, but also their minds. They're working on hand-eye coordination drills and just all kinds of stuff to enhance their reflexes.
Los Angeles has gone 3 of 7 from the perimeter during the 4th. Here's Randolph, defended by Henderson. Out of bounds. It'll be Portland's ball.
Listen, turnovers happen. You've got to move on to the next play.
And here's Portland. They're on a 17-6 run. Pass to Nash.
2 minutes.
Now Howard. Here's
Minutes.
Nash. He's guarded by Beasley. And again, it's Portland with a 3.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Butler passes to Zubac. Shoots over Randall, and it's good. Off the back of the rim and in. Zubac has got 4 points this quarter.
Well, Zubac can hit that shot from time to time. You got to contest his mid-range.
It's Walker on the wing. Nash passes to Randall. Over Zubac. Randall can't hit.
Terrific rim protection impacting the shot.
Boy, whether he blocks it or simply alters it, the
Malik
result
Beasley.
is pretty much the
3
same.
points.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Trailblazers.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
B.A., it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And it's another win for this team. 54 victories for them this year.
And with just one game left to play between them, they've captured the first 2 meetings of the year.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Rain Man.
Efficient productivity. You love what this guy has given to you on the offensive end.
Their home crowd has energized them all game. Now they're closing it out.
Well, for all intents and purposes, this game is over. Just a matter of time here.
Here's Beasley. Portland with a rebound. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the 4th quarter. Here's Nash. He shoots again. No good at the rim. Pass to Beasley. From downtown, sinks it from distance.
Beasley.
His three-point mechanics have been flawless. Get him a clean look from deep, and he'll bury it.
Henderson, the pass to Nash. Fires for 3. And again, another assist. That's another dime from him.
He's talented. loading them up fast, PA.
So it's the Trailblazers winning this one easily. Boy, they were something special to watch tonight, and the crowd loving every second of it.
It's always a great feeling when you play this well for your fans. This team really showed what it's capable of.
And that about wraps it up. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Doris Burke, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching tonight's game. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
Lost love, cause I refuse to find it. How you real, you cross me, when you know I'm solid. Wonder how you feel, like is it on your conscience? So deep, the pain ain't stopped, pain ain't. Lamar Jackson got a pocket. Weird, cause you used to play like Kaepernick. We got the past that, sad to say, but you know I'm master. Do no peace treaties, it's forever up. The beacon.
Great choice. That's a difference maker.
Shorty said don't leave how you ever seen your homies. Some of my look like Ruby Rose. Like Bay used the rose. No, you ain't love me, but tell them how though. Cause I noticed the bad acting like still in tune with the streets. See, I can hear the got me staying on point. I feel like Derek Fish. Hurt, man, I had to cut off my sisters. Almost on a fanny, blitz me for a picture. I'm paranoid, so proceed with caution. When I'm mad, I got an attitude like Steve Austin. My dog and we all lost. Ain't no more.
And I was 14 with a small loft. No more fair ones, now we all hopping. This shit got a kick, but it's not boxing. 100 on my body, that's a regular outing. Trying to net 100 million, I can't get it from browsing. I can't get it from scrolling, I used to get it from housing. On the 4th floor in there, and trying to give me 1,000 sneaker money. You know you lying, why you speaking funny? The fact, why you speaking to me? Put my phone on D&D for all the leeches. Touring foreign beaches and probably somewhere in Ibiza. Maybe on the road with Albie, 4 O's like an Audi. You know my rebels rowdy. Don't move me like a Lambo on South Beach, that's regular homies doing. When you up, they start hating, that's how the rhetoric get. You fall back, they try to play you like you never been lit. I had to attain everything my haters never could get. You probably had a little motion, but you ain't never been this. Top dog in my city, running like the mayor. Old friends fell out with me, they did me a favor. I had to fight 100 demons just to get to this paper. Sneak this and I ain't tripping, we gon' get what you later.
From a dope spot, jealousy came from me and my pops, cause he had no pops. Watching me close, get sad when you both pop. Thought assuming you grab, but it don't stop. Coming, just get your bag, no ops. Most of these out here just mad over women that they wish that they had. Never come around and get a taste of this living. You'll get addicted. I was broke too, but somehow I managed to fix it. Run around chatting about me and gonna make a always with different. I guess the don't trust you. You belong in the sewer. Somebody should bless you.
$1 million VC is on the line. It's voting time. Is it a new favorite or maybe a play you've boosted through every vote? All year long, your submissions have been outstanding. We look forward to announcing the winner during the 2K TV Awards. Congrats, and thank you to everyone who participated. It's been a pleasure to announce. We'll see you next time.
We hope you're wearing the green today on this special presentation of the NBA on St. Patrick's Day. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And of course, David Aldridge is joining us tonight from the sideline. Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. In at the guard spots, it's Murray and Brown. Siakam is out there with Jokic, and it's Stevens in at the 3. And for the Trailblazers, Nash is out there with Henderson. Then it's Randall. Then there's Klingon, and it's Howard in at the small forward. Special K, the playoffs are not far away. What kind of discussions are going on right now in those locker rooms?
Kevin, at this point in time, it's all about focus and intensity. You understand who you are and what needs to be done. It's now a matter of preparing yourself in your mind and body to go out and do that. You've worked for it, and complacency is not an option.
Yep, that one goes in there.
And the first of many to come. Explosive offensive talent on both sides.
Boy, I tell you what, that's going to be like a pinball machine, the way that scoreboard's going to light up.
Nash can't get it to go. Goes up. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
Henderson passes to Nash. A 3-ball. And it's Denver with the rebound. Last time they met was in Denver.
Yeah, and last time out, they sort of shot themselves in the foot with the foul trouble. That was what led to them having such an ugly scoreline.
The foul trouble was a big chunk of it. It's hard to mount a comeback when all your key guys, your main players, are watching from the bench.
The first free throw is good. He hits both from the stripe. Looking at the Trailblazers, they took the last win in their last game against the Utah Jazz. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
And Denver decides to take their first time out here.
It's dance time for them. Here are your Blazer dancers.
And this is where the power rankings sort of lock in as we begin to look toward the postseason. Taking a look at Denver, they're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
I think right now for Portland, they just crushed expectations all season long. Only a few people thought they could sustain this level of excellence, but here they are. Yeah, going hard to the rack, making a statement here early on.
Yeah, that's how he rolls. I mean, intimidate the opponent right now.
Pass to Jokic. Randall grabs the board. For Portland, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. What's great about Jokic, GA, is he can put up MVP numbers, and he's got a little personality to him, doesn't he?
He does. You can tell he just loves life. He loves everything he does, especially when he's on the floor, making his teammates better.
Passes it to Brown. And again, Denver, no good. Portland's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Nash left side. Back to Randall. And Randall throws it down.
Boy, what a throwdown by the well-built 6'9" Julius Randle with power.
It's been a pretty tough stretch for them.
And this will be an important possession. It's really essential they put a stop to this run, and the best way to do it is by great execution.
And so it looks like Denver will retain possession here. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Here's Brown. And the 3 off target.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
Henderson against Murray. With the drive. It's deflected. And here's Randall. His last outing, he had 8 points. 9 feet out. And there's Nash. That's good on the assist by Henderson. And that's now 10 points for Nash.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possession.
Denver calls timeout. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
Yeah, I felt like they attacked, but with a purpose. They knew what they wanted to accomplish coming in.
Well, it really showed the trust they have in one another. I love how they got after it. You could feel that they were playing for each other.
And now, here are a set of teams that have held their opponents to very few points in the second half of the season. Number 1, the Trailblazers. The Nuggets third.
You know, the biggest thing defensively is you just want to force tough shots. And that's resulted in really good numbers for both of these teams since the All-Star break.
Here's Murray, and it's Murray with the jam.
How about the guard getting up? Jamal Murray flying to the rack.
Nash up on top. And stolen by Murray. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Step back shot. And Klingon pulls it down.
Well, he has not been sharp this period. Seems to be a little flustered out there, too.
Chalk up 2 there.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now, here's Jokic. His last outing, 16 points for him. Here's Brown. Defended by Nash. Just 4 to shoot. Siakam against Randall. Siakam misses. And here are the Trailblazers. A 14-2 run over the last bit. And stolen by Siakam. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. And stolen by Siakam. Here's Brown. The shot from the low post is good. Brown's got his second basket of the night.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
There's Nash with the 3. That's good. And so Howard with the assist. And that's 13 points for Nash.
And he's 5 of 7, finding a nice rhythm offensively.
Murray surveying the D. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Klingon's got his 4th rebound in this one.
And he's really trying to get them back into it, but the results just have not been there.
And they pick up 2. Klingon's got his second basket.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Here's Steffens. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. They get it back.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. The one-hand hole punch.
And it's Nash missing. The Nuggets trail by 7 to the inside. Here's Brown. That's good, and that evens things out for him. 50-50. 4 of 8 shooting this game.
You know, he's got to be exasperated right now, fellas. I mean, playing excellent ball, but they're still losing.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
Murray against Nash. Back to Murray. Lots of room. And Klingon pulls it down. Klingon's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Henderson kicks to Nash. Trains it from beyond the arc. Nash has got 16.
Great three-point shooting here out of the gate. That makes 4 makes already from long distance.
Bring music, scorching those nets. How long can they keep this up, though?
Here's Henderson. There it is. It's Nash picking up the assist. Nash has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. And so here's Denver, trailing by 10. Pass to Jokic. Outside for Murray. And there's the pass to Brown. Here's Steffens. Takes a three. Good on the three-point shot. He has 5.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
And here's Nash outside. That one doesn't drop. The Nuggets trail by 7. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I caught up with the Blazers head coach. Now the obvious concern is Nikola Jokic, particularly as a playmaker. Coach told me if Jokic goes off for 40 himself, we can still win if we hold his teammates down. But that's tough when he's hitting those guys in their favorite spots. Kevin?
Thank you, David.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
Trailblazers leading by 5. Anderson looking it over. Three-pointer, Randall. And the three ball is good. Randall's got his second bucket of the night.
And really setting the tone early with their three-point shooting.
That's already 5 made triples in the first quarter. What a start.
Wide open look here for Murray. Portland grabs the miss.
You know, he's been off tonight, off his game. At this point, he might want to focus on creating for others.
Near the three-point line, it's Nash. And good. Got the angles that time as he falls. And now it's a 10-point Trailblazer lead. Murray for 3. And Jokic wide open. He shoots. Brown. It's good on the putback.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Henderson dishes to Nash. With the shot. It's rebounded by Jamal Murray.
Well, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain.
Siakam misses.
He is 0 for his last however many this quarter, guys. Might need to get him out and let him settle down a bit here.
Nash's shot is in.
And they are shooting the lights out from distance here early.
How do you stop this? I mean, it seems like they can't miss.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Count it, good.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, having an easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
So timeout called here. The first for Portland. They put up a nice win against Utah last. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. They've got Klingon. Julius Randle is out there with Howard. Then it's Nash. And it's Henderson in at the point guard. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Now here's Murray. After the miss from Nash, Brown. And the rebound goes to Nash.
I still can't believe that one didn't fall.
For 3. That's good. And so Howard with the assist. Howard's got 3 assists tonight.
And even after all those three-pointers he hit in that first quarter, it looks like the D still didn't learn its lesson as they've left him open for another one.
Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
Portland leading by 19 points. Greg, in January 2024, Pascal Siakam was traded out of Toronto.
And he came into the league an older player from a mid-major school. The Raptors did a lot to help Siakam, turning him into an all-NBA caliber player. And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing. Just an excellent feel for the game. Scoot Henderson understands how offense is played.
Now here's Murray. A 32-point game for him in the win against New Orleans. Pass to Brown. To Murray. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Suns. And that will be the middle game of this 3-game homestand. That one falls.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Here's Brown. After the made shot from Nash, Brown the pass to Murray. Shoots over Henderson. And that one goes long. Trailblazers leading by 23. Out to the wing. Near the three-point line, it's Nash. The offensive rebound. And that one's good by Henderson. Henderson's got his third basket of the night.
Oh, great hustle by Henderson. His hops really help him on the offensive glass.
Randall against Siakam. Passes it to Brown. 6 on the shot clock. Siakam against Randall. Siakam, that's good. Siakam's got his second bucket of the game to go.
With a harmonious blend of length and strength, Siakam has become a dependable interior scoring option.
And so Siakam will bring it up for Denver. Pass to Jokic, kicks it to Murray. The shot, no good. Excellent defense there from Henderson. Inside, here's Nash. That's good. And so Howard with the assist. Howard's got his fourth assist in this one.
Well, he's demanding the ball. He wants it, and he's coming through. I mean, you can see why his teammates trust him down the stretch, guys.
Here's Brown. He's got 16. The pass to Jokic. Releases. Here's Siakam. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Great scorer and passer. Defenses have to respect both, and he fooled them there with the pump fake.
After exploding onto the NBA radar in 2019, Siakam Clark has been a sure thing on offense.
Well, you know what you're going to get from Pascal Siakam. I mean, whether it's in the open floor or in the half-court sets, he's a guy you can count on delivering when you give him the ball in those situations. His offense never takes a night off.
And here is Murray. Following the three from Nash, here's Jokic, and Jokic throws it down.
Well, you don't see bigs with Jokic's skill level very often. His athleticism, very average, but he still can throw it down if he has to.
Denver's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Siakam looking around. Jokic finds Murray. Now, here's Jokic. Not a lot of room, and that one drops for him. Jokic has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Jokic able to play through contact and seems unstoppable when he's that close to the hole.
Nash outside. Here's Klingon. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket.
There he is, beasting on the glass, converting the opportunity, trying to put this game away.
Well, he enjoys deflating the opposition with those extra possessions.
Now here's Murray. He has 6. Traps in the tray.
3. Boy, the defense has to respect Murray's range. I mean, there's a reason he's a volume three-point shooter.
And here's Nash outside. Cans it from downtown. Nash has got 36.
Boy, he's really been on a roll this quarter. Seems like everything he throws up is finding bottom.
Henderson against Murray. Here's Siakam. And Klingon pulls it down. Klingon's got rebound number 13 with that last one. Pass to Nash. And the layup's good off the glass. Nash has got 38 points.
But has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter? He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Here's Brown. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against New Orleans.
Well, you certainly can't fault him as the reason they're behind. He's been on target and on top of his game.
And that one's good by Henderson. Henderson's got 9. Denver's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Murray, the pass to Siakam. Pass to Stevens. And it's Portland with the rebound. Klingen's got 14, 14 rebounds for him tonight. Wow. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Well, guys, they call him Rain Man, and in the last game against Utah was all business. He dropped in 38 points, and as we've come to expect, he filled it up from three-point range whenever he could. A mind-blowing effort, one that's going to be hard to repeat, but it's hard to bet against him. Kevin?
Thank you, David. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
Yeah, you know, every night's different. They may try to double him, might force him to adjust, or force him to make plays with the pass instead. We'll see.
Pass to Brown. Misses in close.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Now here's Henderson. He had 25 points in the win against Utah.
And we got to talk about his 4 steals on the night. That's a complete performance at both ends of the floor.
Here's Murray after the made shot from Nash. Here's Jokic. A putback, and Klingen pulls it down. Klingen's got his 16th rebound on the night. 1:25 left here in the second. Here's Murray up on top, defended by Nash. And a wide open look for Siakam. That's in there. Murray with the assist. Murray's got 5 assists tonight. Now a timeout called by Portland.
It's dance time in Portland. Here are your Blazer dancers. Well done.
Let's see some of the numbers here for him.
Youth dance team. Show some love, fans.
So it's the Portland Trail Blazers with a massive lead of 30 points here at the end of the quarter. And with as many three-pointers as they've drained, it's easy to see why they're on the cusp of a blowout. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And it's good to have you back with us as we celebrate St. Patrick's Day with more NBA action on 2K Sport. It's been a clinic out there by Rain Man.
What a welcome surprise that first half. Went above and beyond his usual scoring output.
Well, you know what? They've given him an increased role tonight, and he's taken full advantage of it.
Second half is underway. Here's who Michael Malone's got on the floor. In at the guard spots, it's Murray and Brown. Jokic is out there with Pascal Siakam. And it's Stevens in at the 3, the small forward.